Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here for the Strictly Street Stock Series. Back again after a long vacation. We are finally back here behind the microphone, ready to get this race underway here in just a few moments. We want to welcome everybody back. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving holiday break. We do got another break coming up here in just a few weeks, but for right now, we're back here behind the mic, up in the booth. I'm your host, Adam Chapman. So we'll be ready to go here in just a few moments. Right now, Strictly Street Stock set to kick off part of our Strictly Street Stock Wednesday. Then tomorrow night, the Red Sox Racing League back in action once again from Canadian Tire Motorsports. Followed by the season finale of the Raise Energy iRacing Legacy Cup Series. Will be live tomorrow night too. We're looking forward to that. Coming into tonight, Alex Rosario on top of the board in points. He's got one win. Levi Allen's got a win. William Kruska's got a win. Donnie's got a win. And that is it. That is eligible right now for the playoffs. Joe Burchett is in here tonight. He's got to run a few more races to be eligible. We'll see what he can do. He is on top of the board right now. We'll see what he can do. But should be a fun race. We want to welcome everybody joining us here on Trackside Racing Network. Do me a favor, reach up, smack the subscribe button, hit the like button if you're on Facebook, or on YouTube. Over on Facebook, hit the like button and share as well. It helps us out here and it helps this league out as well. Pretty good turnout for tonight. We'll see how this goes. We are at New Hampshire, so it's not your normal type of racetrack that we normally go to. Well, it has been this season, mile long. We are getting ready to go short track racing here in just a few weeks. Next week, we go to Charlotte for the street stocks at dirt. On dirt, should I say. Sorry, just getting back into the speed of things. It's taking me just a moment to get everything back in order because we really haven't had much broadcasting at all on our side of things. So we'll see how it is tonight, though. Should be a fun one as we get set to go here in just a moment. Practice right now, counting down. Joe Burchett from Danville, Virginia, on top of the board. Alex Rosario second. Derek Pemberton down there in West Tennessee on the board. William Kruska. We got newcomer Ian Martin is in here tonight. Thomas Frisk, Casey Flegel up in seventh. Coondog in seventh, as we call him. Gary Smith, eighth. Brian Kidda. Todd Chase Jr., two-time defending Strictly Street Series champion. There's Donnie in 11th. Levi Allen and Pate Albin back in here tonight. Alrighty. The practice has stopped. Race is set to begin. Well, right after qualifying. And we'll watch qualifying to see how everything goes. But should be a good one. All right. Let's see who goes out on track first. That's who we'll watch. It will be none other than maybe Todd Chase. Yes, Todd Chase Jr. going to be the first one who we will watch here tonight. There he is out on track in that number one Napa Auto Parts street stock. Coming out of pits, just now coming down the backstretch here at New Hampshire. New Hampshire, a flat mile racetrack. Going to be tough to pass here. We know that. The outside line, usually the preferred line to be right there where Todd's at. Usually we're maybe a little bit higher than that, but that's usually the preferred line. You can't make passes on the bottom and the inside. It is tough to do, but we'll see if he does do that here in qualifying. Does he go low? Does he stay high? Personally, I would stay right there above that second line. He's actually going to drop to the middle groove this time. Usually want to run that high lane a little bit more, but looked pretty good out of turn 1 and 2 that time. Todd Chase Jr. coming down the backstretch. Looking to go first victory lane this season. Oh, he blinked just a little bit. He's back. He's good. And here he comes to the start-finish line. Mr. Chase looking to make the playoffs as he crosses the start-finish line going to be good enough for P1? No, it will not, because that lap does not count. Yeah, there it is. 34.542 for Todd Chase Jr. Not for long. Donnie goes to the top of the board. Here's Alex Rosario. He is out there as well. See Alex, the winner. Don't know why it shows that. Actually, it's not supposed to show that. We'll have to redo that. There we go. Alex from Westville, Illinois. Todd Chase goes to second. Actually ties with Donnie. Never mind. Todd goes to the top of the board by 0.01. Never mind. Not anymore. Oh, Alex locking up the brakes. He had issues out of turn 4. That lap not going to count. Anybody else out there on track that we can go over and take a peek at? Brian Kidda, he is out on track here at Strictly Street Stock number 66, running his 3rd season this year. Still kind of an early season, even though we are past the halfway point of the regular season with this race. William Kruska just left pit lane. He's always a factor when it comes to these street stocks. He had a heck of a win back at Rockingham, one of the best races we've ever seen in the Strictly Street Stocks. Brian qualifies 7th, Paydop qualifies 8th. I've been sitting here talking to myself. This lap, race 50 laps here tonight, should be a good one. All right, sorry, let's get ready to go. I was reading messages. Qualifying order done here tonight. Not a great qualifying effort for a couple of these guys. But there is you a look. Congratulations to Ian Martin, the number 98, putting it on a pole out of Carolina. Illinois' Brian Kidda puts it second place. Alex Rosario from Firelight Motorsports puts it in P3. Joe Burchett from Danville, Virginia, part of Overtake Motorsports, puts it P4. William Kruska from New York puts it P5. Donnie going to put it in P6. Casey Flegel going to put it in P7 for the great state of Pennsylvania. Go Eagles, even though we suck. Thomas Frisk going to go P8. Pete Albin from Texas going to go P9. Todd Chase Jr. from Michigan, also a driver of Overtake Motorsports, going to go P10. Gary Smith from Michigan goes P11. And Derek Pemberton from Overtake Motorsports, Medina, Tennessee, goes P12. P13, Levi Allen will round out the official starting grid for tonight's race. So we are about to begin this one. As you see, the cars rolled off onto the grid. We're going to jump up with Ian Martin, the number 98, right there on your inside row. Going to be starting us off in this one. So we'll see how he does. He looked pretty solid in our practice. Looked really good in qualifying. 76operators.gg. Also see Casey Flegel running a special paint scheme here tonight. Right there, number 7. That is a memorial paint to Tanner Friedline, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. Unfortunately, passed away in a dirt back accident on 11/8/20 this year. So, in case you're running the special paint scheme for him. Pace car pulls in. Green flag set to be displayed, and the green flag is underway here from New Hampshire. We're back racing here once again on Trackside Racing Network with the Strictly Street Stock Series as Ian Martin leads us into turn 1. Battle already going to be for that second spot as it looks like Alex Fasario trying to take that spot away from Brian Kidder. Going to be tough to make this pass on the inside. You see Kidder a pretty good run. Good to see Kidder actually qualify that well. We'll have to wait and see. He's getting a pretty good push here from that 10 going into turn 3. Joe Burchett not playing no games here tonight. In that street stock, he would love to get a win. He knows he's pretty much going to have to win to make the playoffs. He is coming up on some tracks. We got a big car, the 82. Derek Pemberton once around again. Surprise, surprise. No caution as of yet. No caution comes out. We stay green. Gary Smith was also involved. I'm sure Derek's going to kill me for saying that. More contact right there as Donnie almost gets into the 6 of Kruska. And that's where the battle's going to be right here with Kruska and Alex Fasario once again. We've seen these guys go at it at Rockingham, and like I said, probably our best finish. There's the 54 there as well. Thomas Frisk, he's going to be working his way up to the field here. Oh, as soon as I say that, gets loose on the exit of 4. Does a good job of saving that car. And we stay green flag racing here from New Hampshire. Lap 3 on the board already. Single file. We got a battle back here with Casey Flegel looking to the inside of that 54 machine. Oh, another big save for Donnie that time. Donnie giving up a lot of spots. He drops back. Pete Albin has done a good job. He's battling right now for the, holding on to now, battle for 8th. Levi Allen also. Todd Chase there as well. As we jump up, battle for 2nd right now. Joe Burchett battling Brian Kidder down the straightaway. These two guys pretty familiar with each other. They race around each other quite a bit. We may have had another incident happen as it looks like Todd Chase, yellow flag is going to be out. And here's the replay of what just happened with this. It looks like Pete Albin and Todd Chase may have got together. Pete Albin in that 55 coming out of turn 4. Oh, a 3 car. 4 cars involved actually. No hard contact. Well, I'm going to say no hard contact there for Todd, even though he about flipped somehow. That's kind of crazy. But we are back live now as you look down at Joe Burchett's car. But he was able to take that 2nd position away from him. Brian Kidder had a nose out in front. But we're catching up to the pace car. That's going to bring us to our first caution of the night. I don't see guys stopping for tires here. I just don't see the point of it in this one. It looks like tires get better as they go, especially this early. Like your tires are at max performance right now. If we have a caution like around lap 20, I could probably see it. But I just don't see the point of taking tires here. We'll see if Ian Martin drops down here on pit road to take tires. That was 5 laps. He looks like he may drop. He's not. Yeah, that's a smart move not to come down. A couple other guys towards the back, maybe like Derek Pemberton, Todd Chase. You see these guys coming in. You see the 31 Levi Allen coming in as well, with Pete Albin as well. So all 4 of them guys that did get involved in a wreck earlier. I see that Gary Smith also coming down. I thought I seen Levi Allen coming. I'm not lying, he did not. And you see him right there on the track. See, Pemberton actually missed his pit box behind that 31 car. So either way, I did not realize I was on small screen. We've been way too long. My bad, guys. My bad. We haven't broadcasted in like literally almost 2 weeks. It's actually, it's been really close to 2 weeks actually. Tomorrow will be, actually it may have been 2 weeks actually. So, yes, it has been actually 2 weeks. Wow. Sorry about that. You guys didn't want to be in a pre-race booth all night. Pace lights are off here on this Ford Mustang pace car. We get set to go back green flag here in just a moment. As we had our first caution. Pretty solid wreck. Not too much damage. A lot of these guys probably really didn't even have to take quick repairs, I don't think. So there would be no point, in my opinion, to take it unless it's severe. Single file restarts here at New Hampshire. Should be a good restart here. It is Ian Martin, your pole sitter, now with Joe Burchett, who started back in 4th. Brian Kidda, who started up front as well. Alex Lacerio, right there in 4th as well. He started P3. Pace car is in as William Kruska runs out top 5. Green flag set to come out. And there you see the flagman waving the heck out of the green flags. We go down into turn 1. That is a little bit further back. That's where we're going to jump. Casey Flegel taking a peek to the inside. Or to the outside, I'm sorry. That's Levi Allen to the inside of him. Casey Flegel trying to hold on to 7th. And it looks like for now, using that high lane, we'll be able to. There's another position battle. The 21. Looking underneath this 66 of Brian Kidda. Going to be tough to make that pass on the bottom. You can see it right there. It allowed. Uh-oh. Issue on my end. It allowed the 6 and Kidda to be able to pull away just a little bit. Up front, Joe Burchett putting some pressure on the 98 of Ian Martin as they work through turns 1 and 2 now down the back stretch. Pretty good gap, about 4 car lengths as Burchett looking to the inside. Once again, going to be very tough to make this pass. We'll have to wait and see if Burchett runs him up the track a little bit. A little bit of contact there. That's just street stock racing at its best. That's what we love it for. And here they come across the start-finish line. That's a close one. Ian Martin leading that lap by a nose over Burchett. Still side by side as they work back into turn 1. Riding on board with Joe. You can see getting a nose out this time. Here comes that run from the 98. Trying to get there. A little bit of the wall scrub from Martin. Watch Joe send it in deep. To be able to clear this 98. Maybe a little bit of contact there, but still not going to be quite clear yet. This is in on board with Joe Burchett looking out the back window, trying to clear, and it looks like he does get turned into the wall as a caution flag comes out for the second time here tonight. We'll get your instant replay. Looking down at the racetrack, you see it right there, the 98 and the 10 not quite clear. That's exactly what it was. They just came together. Joe Burchett not quite clear. And he will have to work his way back up through the field after now being back a little bit further. Don't be surprised if we see him come down pit road. Maybe actually see some of these guys actually come down pit road now, even though we're on lap 11. I figured we'd probably wait till lap 20 before we might see them. Not so much. You got a couple cars coming in. I lied. Derek Pemberton faked me out. It looks like Burchett going to be the only one as Pete Albin does. And he does not. So There you go. Once again, guys, sorry we're a little bit rusty here on my end. We have been away for 2 weeks. We will be live tomorrow night, shaking off some of this rust again. Unfortunately, we got another break coming up in just a couple weeks when we have about another 2-week break because we got the New Year's and Christmas coming up. So we'll have a pretty good break for that as well. But we'll be live tomorrow night, Red Sox Racing Series, live from Canadian Tire Motorsports. And then on Sunday, we will be back again with the very best of the American Sim Racing League. Trucks, well, it ain't Truck Series yet. Well, it ain't Truck Series now, period. But American Sim Racing League will be live for their fun series. I believe we're going to be doing some 1 versus 1 road course racing, or it might be MX. I think it's 1 versus 1 road course racing. Either way, it was something different. It was something fun. So we'll be doing that here soon. You guys don't want to miss that Sunday race. It's always fun. And if you are into road racing, make sure you check out the Red Sox. One of the oldest leagues on iRacing, continuing on, I think now like 11 seasons. 12 seasons? I don't know. It's been a long time. Started by John Henry, the co-owner of the Boston Red Sox and iRacing, I believe. He's the co-owner of it as well, or helped founded it, or something like that. But anyway, Ian Martin still up front after that contact with Burchett. Brian Kidda moves into second. Kruska now taking over third, and Visario now in fourth. Thomas Frisk now in fifth. We get set to go green flag racing here once again from New Hampshire. Coming to lap 14. Pace car taking a left down pit lane. That's the green flag. Going to be waiting, and green flag out in the air. We're racing here once again from New Hampshire. Where are we looking? Todd Chase Jr. back here battling for position against Levi Allen. Then you see Donnie right there as well, battling Gary Smith. A little bit of contact between them two. They get off the corner good for now. It's a great looking view. You can kind of see more. Derek Pemberton getting around the 7. Now underneath the 54. You still see Donnie putting a little bump to the 7. Derek Pemberton coming up. Gave the 54 a little bump. Couldn't tell if they made contact. It was close, but either way, good racing here for the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th position. It's a great view, too. Now we switch it over. Derek Pemberton still underneath this 54 car, trying to make a move. You see Joe Burchett showing that 10 car back up in the field once again, trying to make up some spots. And he's going to have a chance right here to make up another spot as he's underneath 31. Looks like it. Levi Allen also underneath Gary Smith at the moment. Gary pretty good in these street stocks, so that's going to be interesting to see how he does. Everything up front kind of balanced out at the moment. You can kind of see it right there. Oh, the 7 really smoking the tires. That is going to be an issue in a longer part of this race. There was a lot of smoke that came out of the tires. I don't know. See if he does it here again. Not as much this time, but 1 and 2 last time. It was pretty bad. As what just happened. Oh, there we go. Anyway. Ian Martin still out front. Pemberton now has crossed up on the outside of that 54 of Thomas, trying to get a good run here. Down the backstretch, you see Alex Visario up in front of these guys, battling Brian Kidda. Brian Kidda's having a heck of a run tonight. He's doing a good job. 54 sends it in deep. And going to try to clear Pemberton. He does. Derek kind of gave him a break right there, but let's jump up in front. As Visario is still working on this 66 car of Brian Kidda. Kidda doing a great job here tonight. Good to see him have a good run finally once again. Even though he may give up his third spot. I see Casey Fleetwood smoking that tire once again. 1 and 2. Oh, Levi Allen, hard contact with the wall. He stays going in one direction for now. William Kruska just lagged out. I believe he may have. William Kruska was up inside the top 3 And yes, it looks like William Kruska has disconnected, from what I'm seeing. So, get a back up in the third now. As the sun's starting to set here at New Hampshire. Don't worry, we're not getting out of time. We've got plenty of time before that happens. At least I think. Who knows? Thomas going to send it in deep here on the 66. You see Joe Burchett getting around teammate Derek Pemberton that time as well. Burchett has already worked himself back up inside the top 5 as we step aside and turn it up here on TRN once again. Serio right on the bumper of Ian Martin. Ian looks to be fast. He does not look like he's the fastest car. We see Burchett get up there as well and battle for it. And almost took that spot away. Just unfortunately came up a little bit too early and lost that lead when he was able to get out front. Now Visario tried to give it a try. This is a battle I've been waiting to see, though, with the 10 and 21. I've been wanting to see this for quite a while. Now, the 98 of Ian Martin throwing a little wrench in my plans, but Ian is a good driver as well. He's going to make this a very tough race here as we have an issue. Goodness gracious, look at that. That was weird. Anyway, might have to reset our camera, guys. Give me just a second here. There we go. Sorry about that. So anyway, Zario's still trying to get around, but here comes Burchett now, right on the back bumper of that 21 car. Joe looks fast, really fast. He was the leader in practice, trying to get up there and take the lead away from his 98. Visario looking to do the same. Burchett on the outside. This is the lane that you really want to be in, honestly, to get that run off the corner. Visario may have actually let him have it. I'm not sure if he did, but we'll see. He is able to clear the 10 this time. No, he's not. I lied. I spoke too soon. There's some good battles happening in the back as well, but we are focused right now inside the top 5. Todd Chase and Pate Albin right now, and Donnie and Levi Allen. One thing is interesting that we're kind of seeing, as you see Burchett putting some pressure on with Thomas right behind. Joe does have a little bit fresher tires than the rest of these guys. Even though it wasn't much green flag racing at the beginning, we have seen a pretty good stretch here, and that could play a factor the longer this race goes. Everybody else behind these guys kind of spacing out a little bit, with the exception of right here, Derek Pemberton trying to close in on the 5th place of the 66 of Kidda. We'll have to wait and see if he's able to. At the moment, we're watching Joe Burchett battle for the top spot with the 54, now showing his nose in the mix. How patient will this 10 car be with this 98? We'll see. He got it ready last time. He just had trouble clearing him all the way. But with the 54 breathing right on your bumper as well, I don't know how patient you could really be. As you see all 4 of these cars within a tire width of each other. Here comes Burchett looking to the inside once again. We've seen this before. Little bit of contact, a little bit of leaning. Joe Burchett a little bit loose on the exit. He's able to stay side by side still with this 98. This is just street stocks. This is what makes them so good to race and so fun to actually watch these guys when it comes to like broadcasted races and stuff like that. This is the racing you want to see even in the bigger cars, but this is what makes the street stock so good, is you see this every race. It's not just, here and there. I mean, we've had some great finishes this season already. And right now we're having a great battle up front for the lead. Oh, this is going to be close right here between these two. Don't think they really made contact there. Maybe a little bit, but nothing big. Burchett going to try to lead that lap. He does by nose. Off turn 2 this time, Burchett. Oh, man, clear him this time. The 98 gets into the wall. Does not lose too much speed, though. That outside momentum carrying him still. Oh, he's able to get a little bit bigger gap. You do see there is a little bit of bigger distance. That may have been. Now, this is familiar. This time, Burchett clears him. And now Ian Martin goes back to 4th. Kind of looked the same way that Joe was able to get around him last time, just it did not work too well for the 10 last time by. Here's another good battle. The 82, the 66, the 31. Pemberton able to clear that 66 in that dirty Mountain Dew paint scheme that he found out back in the barn. Able to clear now up to P5. Gary Smith. Unfortunately, probably going to have to take that paint off the car soon. Being election's over, but either way, Gary Smith takes away 6th place for now. Casey Flegel back there a little bit further back. Here's Casey running that special paint scheme here tonight. Todd Chase Jr., Pate Albin back here side by side. Now looking at the lap times, here's kind of what I wanted to see. Since Thomas was able to get around Martin and Basilio, would he be able to run down Burchett? Last time Burchett was faster. This time is going to be more telling. Yeah, that time Burchett was a little bit faster that time. A 2.27 to a 2.48. And then a 2.47 for Alex. And then a 200 for Ian Martin. Martin was the fastest last time by. However, he's got 3 cars he's got to pass to grab this win away. That's going to be tough to do. We've seen how tough it is to pass now, and these older tires starting to play a factor. What happens if a caution comes out? Do you hit pit road? I'm looking at the best lap times compared to our best drivers. Best lap times are in the 33s to these guys up front. So it's going to be curious. Do you hit pit road if a caution flag comes out? Honestly, I would say no. Because there's going to be, I think, other people stay out with you. Todd Chase got side by side a minute ago at Garrett or Pate Albin, and Pate unable to make the pass. Derek Pemberton, even with that beat-up race car right now, a little bit of damage on that race car. It does look like it just came out of the barn. Putting some pressure on. Thomas getting a pretty big run off turn 4 that time. Closing the gap back up here to the 10 car. Joe's faster right there in that section of the track. Coming off turn 4 or 2, he's definitely looked a little bit faster from about the 3/4 mark on in turn 3 and 4. See if it does it again here. See if we can actually do something a little bit different on the screen. Give me just a second. I have it if I can find out where it's at. Just a second here. There we go. There's your last few laps. You've seen Thomas was faster on lap 35 and 36. Not so much lap 37 and 34. Check it this time as they get ready to come off the corner. At the line, it looks like Joe was definitely faster that time. Yeah, definitely by a tenth that time. Man, closed it a little bit there. Thomas did. See Burchett able to extend just a little bit now. We can jump back for the moment. Maybe if I could click the right button here. I need it more sometimes. You do see that Derek Pemberton was able to get around Gary Smith for the time being. Nothing much going on behind him. Todd Chase has run down Donnie in that 00 car. As these guys cross the start-finish line, Todd trying to get inside the top 10. And it may not seem like a great finish with only 13 cars, but I promise the top 10 is big in these races because only 10 drivers make the playoffs. So you want to try to at least have a top 10. Payne Allman trying to close this gap up as well. Payne finally making his return back here. He's took some time off. It's good to see him back inside the car. As we watched the one car, previous past champion Todd Chase Jr. running back in 11th here at New Hampshire. Getting a lot of pressure right now on that top 10 spot, though. Joe Burchett right now is kind of checked out over second place. That gap continuing to grow just a little bit. As you see the battle here, Todd Chase underneath this 00. Contact between the 1 and the 00. Off the corner, coming to the start-finish line. Donnie has that right now by a nose. They are side by side still working off the corner. It looks like Todd's going to have to run here. Can he clear him? He does. So a battle right here for P2. Casario putting some pressure on Thomas now for that second spot. 6 laps to go. Next time by. The longer these two stay side by side, they will pull out. Joe will extend that lead. That time, Casario was able to clear. Give a peek here at the lap times next time by. Not so much this lap. As Joe Burchett works off turn 4 across the start-finish line. 6 laps to go. So 6 miles left here. As Alex Thomas, Ian Martin, and Derek Pemberton, your top 5. Good battle going on back a little bit further in this field as well still. But I want to watch this lap to see the lap times between Burchett and Alex. Can Alex run down Burchett with only 5 laps to go at the stripe? Alex closes in right there in 3 and 4 a little bit, but Joe looked better in 1 and 2 at the line. Joe Burchett, a really good lap, a 184 to a 208. Gary Smith side by side with Derek Pemberton. These two guys have gotten a little bit more respectful around each other. And I think Derek kind of knows that Joe's in the lead, so he don't want to, cause a caution by any means, but he does not want to give up a top 5, which I completely understand. Brian Kidder right there on the bumper as well, that 82. Derek's biggest problem, in my eyes, is tire management. And don't know if that's what we're seeing right now, but don't think it's really necessarily that. Last time by, Alex Rosario closed the gap up a little bit on Burchett. He's now 5.5 tenths. Or make that 6 tenths. Well, he sends it in pretty deep. Alex does. In 3. I mean, he closed it in right there a little bit. Off the quarter. We're going to be nose to tail if we keep running like this before this race is over. 3 laps to go. Rosario, 10th faster that time by. We could have an old-fashioned bump and run. Oh, I don't think so. Alex Rosario made a mistake. Just losing a little bit of time. That might be the break that 10 car needed. You see the distance between first, second, and third. Coming off turn 4. 2 laps to go this time. Remember, if the white flag comes out, the race would be official for Mr. Joey Burchett and Alex and Thomas and the rest of the field. Got a little over a mile and a half to go. Make that a little less now than a mile and a half as we work through turns 3 and 4 this time. Off turn 4, looking for the white flag. Alex closed in just a little bit there. Not sure if it's going to be enough. Definitely ran a faster lap, but that gap is slowly closing. Right there, Burchett gets a really good run. He's really, that 3.5 mark right there out of 3 or 1 and 2 really has helped Joe quite a bit tonight. That run he gets out of turn 2 is really nice. For the final time, we also got a battle going on back for 5th. We're going to jump back to immediately. Burchett going to win at New Hampshire. Here's the battle for P5. Gary Smith, Derek Pemberton underneath. Watch the 31. Derek Pemberton's going to hold off and take P5 for the moment. Yes, he does. But Joe Burchett picks up the win here at New Hampshire. Congratulations to him. Picking up a big win. We're going to talk to him here in just a moment. And that will lock Joe into the playoffs as long as he competes at least in, I think, 2 more races. Oh, my goodness, I hit the wrong button. At least 2 more races. That will lock him into the playoffs. So a big win for Joe, as I got to reset my cameras because it completely has messed up. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. Once again. All right. Let's talk to old Joe. Joe Burchett, Adam Chapman, TRN. You got a copy?
Yeah, gotcha.
P1, man. In a great race, honestly. You tried to make a pass earlier. Maybe came up a little bit too early. Not sure. But either way, getting back up there, that's pretty impressive. Did the tires pay off for you? I know it was only like 10 lap fresher tires, but did they help pay off at the end?
I did not actually take tires on that pit stop. That was the same ones I spun on.
Well, all right. Well, I was wrong. Yeah. Well, tell us about your race, man. That was definitely a good one.
Yeah. We didn't have a qualifying run that I wanted and started P4 and, worked our way up to second and, just running hard there with Ian and I think we just kind of come together there a little bit off of 4. I thought I had just enough to clear
Right.
him, but I guess I didn't. And I think he was kind of trying to stride me a little bit on the bottom to kind of just keep me pinched down, and I was trying to just move him up just a little bit to see if I could get a little bit of a run off. But it's street stock racing with these cars, man. You're gonna beat and bang a little bit. They don't turn on a dime, so uh, we made a contact a few times there. Nothing. I don't think that was major. That last one there, I know he was trying to protect the lead and just trying to keep me hemmed up on the bottom, and I was gonna use a little bit of fender action on the door and just kind of move him up the racetrack a little bit, not try to put him in the
Right.
wall or anything, but just run him up a little bit just to give myself a little bit more room. Felt like there at that point we had a little bit better car, and from there and we kind of tried to set sail. I knew uh, that Thomas and Alex were possible as quickly as they let me go by that they were trying to save tire to make a later charge in the race, not trying to use a lot of it up, and I definitely used mine up a lot earlier than I probably wanted to, having to come from the back, and they were definitely coming there at the end. Alex, I think, definitely put on a charge there like the last 5 laps. He was closing down on me there real heavy, and I was getting a little concerned. I was hoping nobody would wreck because I figured if we wrecked, it was going to be all out chaos. So.
Yeah, I agree too. Hey, good job. Put yourself in the playoffs. I know you got to race like one more, I think, so that's pretty cool. But good win tonight, man. Shout outs and all that you want to give out.
Uh, all my sponsors, Sellers, Overtake, Swamp Dust, Todd putting on the league, his admin group, youth broadcasting, and everybody that showed up to race. Thanks for supporting the league and everybody out there watching.
Hey, good win, man. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, good job, bud. Oh God. Oh Lord. Oh, moved them out. We'll bring in our next driver. That will be none other than, well, maybe nobody if I can't find his name. There he is, Alex Rosario. Going to finish in P2 here tonight. Already got a win. We already know what he can do. He's actually going for a championship tomorrow night. Maybe trying to get that one. Alex, it's Adam up in the booth. You got a copy.
I got you.
P2 here tonight, man. Good racing. You already got a win in this series. And let's talk about tonight. We'll focus on tomorrow. Good racing overall. Not too many wrecks. I mean, it was just tough racing. It looked like, honestly, if you had a few more laps, you had a chance to get to the 10.
Yeah. Either he was fading or I found something.
Right.
I couldn't get past Thomas in a nice amount of time.
Right.
And the only way I got past him was ultimately by hitting him, not the way I wanted to pass him.
Yeah, honestly, let's just be honest. Everybody here knows you got to beat and bang in these things sometimes to get around somebody. So let me ask you about next week and a couple other weeks in advance. We basically stopped going to these bigger tracks. Now it's basically until the championship anyway. It's basically all short tracks. I know we got a couple dirt tracks in there as well. But how do you feel about the next few races? I think it's Charlotte and then Langley. So how do you feel about going from bigger tracks to short tracks? Are you excited for it?
No.
Well, that's an easy answer.
I've never been really good at the short tracks. The longer, more drawn out tracks.
I feel like you're lying though. Every time you say that, you always go out and win the next race. So either way, man. Maybe just say it for now on that you're not good at any track.
Maybe.
I know you got to go for a championship tomorrow, and we'll focus on that tomorrow because I'm going to get you for a pre-race interview for that one. So good luck tomorrow, man. Any shout-outs you want to give out tonight for second place?
Team at Firelight Motorsports, of course.
Of course.
Kita for qualifying second today. That was pretty big on him. You guys, of course, for putting on the show, and thank you.
Hey, hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, man. We'll see you tomorrow.
You too.
Thanks, buddy. Next up, it is going to be Thomas Friss finishing in P number 3. We'll talk to Thomas right now. Thomas, you got a copy? Hey, Thomas, you got me?
Yep.
Pretty good, solid race overall. Finished in P3. You actually drove up, like at one point you was the fastest car in the field. I noticed it on a live time. And did you feel like that? I know you probably wanted a few more cautions. I feel like if you had another caution there towards the end, you definitely could have been the one to beat. But thoughts overall?
It was good. Last 10 laps, it just got too tight. That was my issue.
Yeah, that's what Alex was saying too. I know Burchett kind of said the same thing, that he started burning his stuff off a little bit. He was worried about you guys behind him. Tire fall off for quite a bit for you. I mean, we did have pretty long green flag run there, but with the tires just giving out.
I think, let me check here because I'm actually still in iRacing.
Right.
My last lap was a 34.3. So
yeah.
the tires didn't really fall off. It's just they lost performance, I guess, really.
For sure, I got you. Either way, man, another top 3 finish. We already know that when it comes to these things, you're usually on top of the board or right there near it. So another good finish, man. You know how to do it. Shout outs and all that.
None yet. Hopefully I got one coming soon.
Hey, good job, buddy. Go put it in victory lane here soon.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Want another repeat of Eldora.
You'll get it. Trust me. Next week's dirt, so you'll be good.
All right. Thank you.
All right, guys. That's going to do it for us here tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed the race. It was fun. And that will do it for me for the Strictly Street Stocks. Congratulations, Joe Burchett. Victory lane once again. Good to see that. Y'all have a great night. Take care as always. And see you tomorrow. God bless.